Hey, this is Jeff from Loop Crypto. Today, I'm going to be giving you a feature update and I'm going to be showing you how to use the Loop checkout page. So, running you through a quick checkout experience if you're using Loop to pay for a subscription. So, today I'm at Loop HQ here in New York recording this. Unfortunately, we're short on room, so I'm actually in our room closet recording this, and it's a quiet space. Just so you have that context for the pipe behind me. But to proceed here, so what I'm showing you here is a redirect checkout page. So, for example, if you're trying to pay for a subscription with one of our merchants, typically what they'll do is they'll have a pay with crypto button on their site. You click that site and you might be redirected to a page that looks something like this, where you're going to see the details for your subscription and it's going to prompt you to check out with your wallet. This will feel very much like a Web 2 experience with Stripe or PayPal, for example, where you might connect a credit card. However, here you actually need to connecting your wallet and initiating payment. So just to give you a quick orientation here, you'll see the company name that you're paying for. So this is our test company we'll be checking out for. We're buying the Web3 subscription plan, which is $1 per month, and we need to pay $1 today for the first payment. So if I come over here on the right-hand side, I'll see these are the tokens that I can pay with. So a couple different versions of USDC. And then these are the networks I'm able to make payment on. So first step here is just to connect our wallet. And so we'll see here, we've got a bunch of different wallet options. So up to 476 different non-custodial wallets are available here. So obviously the more popular ones like a MetaMask, Phantom, Coinbase, etc. But I can also search for any different wallet I might want to use here. We also have a flow for paying with a multisig, which I'll talk a little bit about and probably do a separate video on. But for here, I'm going to show you if you just have a single signer, like EOA wallet, how to go through the process. So I'm going to select my MetaMask for now. It's going to connect, and it's going to connect me on Base. And you'll see here, if I did want to change my network, for example, let's say I want to pay on Optimism, I can go ahead and switch over here. And then I have my token options here. So I can either pay with native USDC or bridge USDC on Optimism. It looks like I don't have too many funds there, so I'll actually hop back over to Base. And so it's going to switch my network here, pulls my balance. And so it's showing me, okay, I've got at least $31.81 in the USDC balance. And I only need $1, obviously, to pay for this first initial payment. And what's nice here is there's no funds being locked up. There's nothing that has to be put into escrow. You just need enough funds for the first payment. And then in the background, once you go through this checkout, you'll have auto pay set up, and then we'll pull funds on an ongoing basis, month after month. Very similar to having your bank account connected. So you only need enough for the first payment, and then next month you'll just need, again, another $1 for that next payment. So I've got my wallet connected, to sign to continue. This is just proving that I own this wallet. Then if I've used the wallet before, it's going to pre-fill my email address. So this is my demo email address. Otherwise, it'll prompt you to enter an email address. And this allows us to do receipts and reminders. So once I actually complete this payment, I'll get an email receipt with the transaction hash showing me that I've made the payment and I've got that for my records. And then next month, I'm going to get a reminder email. For example, my wallet balance drops below $1. I'll get a reminder from Loop to say, hey, please top up the balance before the next payment's due. So go ahead and click continue. And then finally just confirm that I want to check out. And what's going to happen behind the scenes here, not to get too in the weeds, but essentially you're providing an authorization to a smart contract to allow us to pull a certain token on an ongoing basis. So right now I'm authorizing a certain amount of USDC to be pulled from my wallet. And so as I click confirm here, you're going to see this spin. It's setting a token allowance. If you're familiar with that concept, I won't go into that here, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm setting an authorization cap. So basically up to 13 USDC can be pulled from my wallet. This allows me to obviously make the first payment, and then I have enough of a spending cap for another 12 months worth of payments. So this gets me a little bit past the first year. And what's nice is once I set this up once, I don't need to come back and keep signing over and over again to send funds. It's going to essentially set up auto pay, which will feel very similar to having a credit card or a bank account on file. So we'll go ahead and confirm this. We'll see the spin, the allowance is getting confirmed. And then this will process on chain, on Base, and my fund, that $1 for the first payment is going to get pulled. And as we're on an L2 here, it moves pretty quickly. So essentially the same speed as a credit card network, or even faster in a lot of cases. And that's it. So my checkout's been complete. I've made my first payment, and I've also set up auto pay. So next month, nothing for me to do. Just need to make sure my wallet balance is topped up to have at least $1 in there, and then I'm good to go. My next payment will get pulled. And that's it. I just wanted to show you the full end-to-end flow of going through a checkout with Loop. There's a lot of different components here. So in future videos, I'll probably break down different aspects of that checkout experience, but just wanted to give you that end-to-end experience. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, thanks. Talk soon.